of tithing because you are giving your tithes to man.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Today is Saturday, the 19th of April, 2025. And I'm just I was just on TikTok, minding my own business. And then I came across a man that is a false man. I believe the man's very arrogant and very false. He's definitely a false apostle. He's definitely false, there's no two way about it. So I've managed to come on his page, just listening. Um, I then decided to put in a question because I'm thinking this man sounds too fake, and he's basically talking to a woman in the box, and you can see her commenting afterwards saying okay because she will contact him because he's manipulating her and he's manipulating. I put in the message in the beginning saying, because I want to confirm, because before, as I came in, he started saying he wasn't false. So as I got in the box, when I got into the chat, sorry, not the box, when I got into the chat, he was saying that he wasn't false. I was a bit confused because I just got in and he was just announcing that he's not false. I'm being honest, and I'm thinking to myself, why is he announcing that he's not false? So it was very awkward. Then I'm thinking, okay, now to put him to test whether he's false or not, because he's randomly just said out of nowhere, as soon as I got in, that he's not false. So I was just basically thinking, okay, let me actually ask him a question. So I asked him a question about marriage, if I am gonna get married, if I remember, I just asked him a question to see his confirmation. Now, then he's ignored my question. So then I made a comment after about when he said the lady's not paying her tithes. He asked her, do you pay your tithes? He said that he's seeing that she's not paid her tithes, that God is telling her she doesn't pay tithes, but she said she pays tithes. So that's wrong then. Also, in terms of her business going down, he said that she's not dedicated her business to God. So I don't know which God. He said she's not dedicated her business to God. I'm a bit confused. So she said she has. So three of the things he's mentioned so far, and he said that she's not married, but she's married. It's all of them was all wrong. All of them was all totally wrong. And he's so arrogant and he's manipulating her and making her affecting her mental well-being, affecting I'm just not just financially. He's saying that she should give a tithe to the right church or something. The manipulation continues. I have to make this video because I had to start recording. I got led to start recording just before he called me Satan, me, an apostle, me who's an apostle, a prophetess, a seer. You're calling me Satan just because I called you out that you were wrong in all of it. For example, if you were given something to do and you are doing it, right, and you did dedicate that. But even if, why does it even need to be dedicated to God? If God gave that to you to do and it's something you are doing, then what? Because before he was explaining earlier that, started saying that if God gives you something, there's no sorrow in it. I'm a bit confused because there can be something sorrowful. Like, for example, she dedicated it, but it wasn't going very well and people wasn't really there to support. When she's now left alive, and I'm still questioning him throughout, by the way. I don't know whether she's completely left, whether she's left and she came back. But throughout the time, I'm then realized he's getting really angry at me. And it was a negative energy coming, and I felt it so strong that, and I even had to mention in the chat box that this is going on YouTube. Then sooner or later, this man, whatever his name is, a false Apostle Nelson, whatever you call his name, fire, glory, rubbish. I don't even know what this is, but he got so angry. He told me that I should go start my own. I should go start my own church then, and all this other stuff, and saying all this stuff to me. And being so, I'm not crying, that's not making me cry, but I'm just taking out some sleepies for my eyes, girl. I just find it very highly disrespectful that anyone would be so disrespectful towards me and then towards the end calling me Satan because I have addressed what you've said is wrong. What you said was completely wrong, completely. And you still had the nerve to tell her to contact you, knowing everything is just so wrong. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do find it very distressing because imagine you're just minding your own business and then because he started saying, "You're not the prophet. Are you the prophet?" Like he doesn't even know me. And then he then said, "You're nobody. You're nobody." And I'm thinking, okay, I'm so calm. When he's saying all these things, I'm so calm. I hope he sees this video. I hope he apologizes. If he doesn't apologize it, woe to him. Woe to him and his ministry and his church or whatever. Woe to him. Because I remember one time someone called me a very mean name because of being very envious and jealous of me. Because I have a mantle of truth over my head. So being so envious and jealous, and it was revealed because I'm now agnostic at this point. I met too many wicked, evil, religious people, especially the Christian side, and I've met some really wicked religious Muslims. When I say wicked, and when they're coming to me with pretense and is what's being revealed, I'm thinking to myself like, and they're still coming. You're still coming. And the thing is, I'm not scared of touching no one. If he wants to come, he said, touch not that anointed and do that prophet to prophetess no harm. That same scriptures that he's following, that scripture is over my head. So you saying to me towards the end, Satan, because I've called you out, this is more than arrogance. And he will eat his words. And I tell you this, mark my words, he will eat his words. And I feel like it's very disrespectful. Very, when I said this, I think it's highly, because I'm going to have to add him in this video somewhere here. And I'm going to add him, I'm going to put him in and let you guys know that this man is just so foolish. And this is why I don't deal with foolish people. I've just come in. Imagine I just came in, like I'm swiping on TikTok live. So I came on him. As soon as I came on him, he immediately says he's not a false prophet. He just started saying that. So then I said, why is he saying that? It's a bit random. Then I said, okay, let me ask him this question. Would I get married? Can you confirm if I'm going to ever get married? He couldn't confirm. He didn't want to confirm. Instead, he went on the comment to talk on the comment of me addressing his lies to the woman. And poor woman, because you don't even understand that he's given manipulation. I even put in there manipulation. You said that God is telling you she didn't dedicate her business to God. She did. She said she did. And then you're saying that she doesn't pay tithes. God is saying to you she doesn't pay tithes. She pays tithes. And Lord have mercy. And then you then said that she's not married, but she's married. It is done and sealed that your ministry will not stand. Since you think that I'm Satan. So if I am Satan, that means there's no Satan then. Because you can't be saying that I'm Satan towards the end when I've called you out. That doesn't even make any sense. And you need to apologize because I am an apostle and a prophetess. I'm a seer. I'm a mantle of truth over my head. Do you know how many people want to kill me because of truth? And you are a lying prophet. So whoever you think you are, I don't care. You are arrogant. And for you to say that I'm no one, I'm nobody, I'm just, because you don't know that you're being very disrespectful. He was being so disrespectful. couldn't answer my question or give me a confirmation. And then why did you have to say you weren't false in the beginning when I just came in? I just literally came. I'm swiping. Then I came on him. And as soon as I got into it and he started explaining that he wasn't the fault. And then that's when I said, okay, let me ask him a question about confirming marriage. And then he didn't want to even confirm nothing. And I can see that he's manipulating that woman. So I don't necessarily need to do this video, but I have to, because all the viewers make me seem like I'm a bad person and I'm Satan because he doesn't know me. And he said that. And I don't want him to know me because he said that he doesn't want me near around his ministry or anything to do with him. He wants me to be away from him. I'm already away from you. That doesn't even make any sense. I'm already away from you. I'm sure Satan is laughing at your face to say you've met someone that's actually true, and Satan's laughing at your ministry because you're being false. And this is the problem. This is the problem. I don't want to ever. Hold on 1 second. Let me just put this in the video and upload it. I don't want to ever speak to such person like that. He's an evil man. Very, very wicked.
It's not going to God. If you can pay your tithe for 3 months and you see no changes, just know that your tithe is not going to God. Your tithe is not going to God.
The guy is a very first.
Yes, and she dedicated her business. Wow. What of? Now the Spirit of the living God says that the person who dedicated her business is not of him.
He's a manipulator.
How is that tied to the Lord? The person who dedicated his business is not of him. So would I rather tell her that, okay, you dedicate your business, right? Since that person is not from the Lord, how does it validate her dedicating it to the Lord? I am telling her the truth to get out of the lies where she is and to obtain the truth.
I just wanted him to confirm something.
But unlike you,
Pastor Nelson Okosun. Pastor Nelson Okosun is a false pastor and he's a false apostle. Apostle, pastor, whatever you want to call yourself. Apostle Nelson, Pastor Nelson Okosun, whatever you want to quote unquote give yourself, or whoever given it to you, you are false. And you may not need to apologize to me, but you will apologize, and you will apologize in a very, very, very good way, which is you made a mistake. You should apologize, especially if you're very arrogant and you said that you made a mistake. You made 3 mistakes in a few seconds of giving someone a prophecy. Then you made 3 more mistakes with me by calling me wicked names. So how many more chances? Like, no, your ministry is not real. So I don't care. Your ministry is not real. Very disgusting. Very, very. I think it's very repulsive to me, anyways. When you meet someone and they're already trying to explain that they're not false. I'm like, what is that? I never even asked you. I just came in and was there, and next minute I'm swiping and he landing on him, and then he just started saying that he wasn't false randomly out of nowhere. I don't know whether he needs prayers or whether he needs deliverance or he needs some teachings. My level and his level are not the same. We're not on the same level. We're not. Don't look at my age and your age. We're not on the same level. He may be a bit older than me or younger. I don't even know how old he is, but he looks a bit older than me. We're not on the same level. We are not mates. We are not, because you said this to me. Watch what's going to happen to you after, because people, I'm telling you, it always happens to me. When someone says something that's very wicked and evil and plans wicked and evil against me, tries to turn people against me, they always go down. I know so many, I can mention in so many ministries to you when I say, how is it possible that you're acting like you're holier than thou? You've never done this, you've never done that. Like, are you like a Hebrew? Are you this, are you that? Look, at this point, I'm agnostic because people really have this way of portraying you just because of how they want to portray you. But I'm not saying that I'm a super perfect person, but I am someone that strives to do the things that are true and the things that are happy, because these are the two things that are most important thing in life. If someone is trying to pull you down, your hope and your faith and your love or whatever it is, and they're trying to pull you down, and they don't know they're working for Satan secretly, then they have a problem. But I'm someone, I like giving people chances, but I'm not giving this guy a chance. I'm so sorry. I don't want to give him no chance. Sorry. Because there's some people, there's just no, you can't give them another chance. This is why Christianity will be killing people more than making them go to their haven or heaven, however you want to call it. Because how can you be so wicked and evil to me? Like, I'm just stating the facts of what you said is wrong. That you said God has told you this, God has told you that, God has told you this. And then the woman has said that's not true. And then you still manipulating. And then at the end of the day, you want to attack me and make everyone in your viewers think that there's something wrong with me. No. And it's like you have to definitely know a foolish man versus a wise man. And that man right there is false, he's fake, and he's foolish, and he's arrogant. And by the end of the day, he may not want to reply, or he might want to. But mark this date. Mark the date that I said, the Saturday, the 19th of April, 2025, of what you did. Because you can't be someone who treats me in a very disrespectful way, as I have my own title that's been given to me, not by man. So my titles are this: seer, apostle, prophetess, minister, evangelist, fivefold. All right. And if you don't even really want to be so rude to someone when you first meet them, and they catch out for your fakeness, that's your business. Because I personally will never, ever be encouraging anyone to go to such ministry or church. Because a church like yours, and a ministry like yours, I've seen a few, and they don't last long. I'm being serious. They don't. And so there's no sorry. There's no, if you say sorry, whatever the case is, there's nothing I can do about it, because you said I'm Satan. So I really, 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 really stay away from you, and you stay away from me. You don't know nothing about the Bible. You've never read the lost books. You never read the Dead Sea Scrolls. You how many times have you actually read your actual Bible? Like, do you know anything else about do you know anything else that wasn't written in the Bible that can be revealed to you? What is it? Do you go to heaven and back? I want to know your question. I want to know certain things. And you are just not real. Sorry, you're just not real. And this is why a real man or woman of God will never in their life call me such names. No way. They won't call me, because even if they do, they will be told to apologize by the same God that they'll be told to apologize. They'll have to say sorry. And sometimes the sorry don't cut. They will want to bribe me after. The bribing don't cut. Sorry. Like, I'm just done with people that are so false. Whether you're a false human being, right, to me, and then or you're false servant of God to me, or you're just a false friend. I don't do false people at all. I don't. I can't stand false people. I can't. If you come in my vicinity, my area, you come near me, and I smell fake, false, I will cut you off. I will cut you off. Like, I don't care. I will cut you off like this. This is just how it is, and this is why I only have two really close friends I can actually say that I've known for years and years and years and years and years and years and years, and they're very very powerful. When they know they're being wrong and saying something, they'll apologize, whatever. Like, this is the difference between someone that's actually real and not real. If I'm wrong in something, I will apologize. So now, Nelson, Pastor Nelson, Okosun, aka Apostle Nelson, on TikTok, and whatever platforms you're on, you are false. Full stop. And fake. And you're not real. I don't know who called you. So, just before I was about to export, I wanted to confirm something that this man, Nelson Okosun, calling himself apostle and a pastor, said, which also is more manipulation, because he believes that the woman has finally left, right? He now says, and when I say the lady, she's in the video, when the screen recording, she's the one that says, okay, that she's gonna reach out to him, like she is reaching out to him. Does that make sense? So this whole topic is just about how things are going down for her, but she's not done anything wrong, right? But he's saying that she's doing things wrong, right? That's the whole notion he's given, because God is saying she's done things all wrong, done everything wrong apparently. So now, why is it that because he thinks she's not in the live anymore, he now says, and I quote, is it better for me to say that she is not from God and let her know, instead of letting her know that she's not paying her tithes? No, you said with your mouth that God said to you that she's not paying tithes, she didn't dedicate her business to God, and she's not married. And all these three things, she said it's not right, it's all wrong. So you got everything wrong. So now because I've called you out on it, and you tried to make jest of me twice. He tried to like ridicule me exposing what he's saying 2 times by telling me that may God give me understanding on this and may this and that. No, what's there to understand that you're false? You're just false. And then obviously towards the end, and I quote, she says this is the word, she's basically saying at the end that obviously she will reach out to him, right? Because he's saying she should reach out. And he'll tell her what to do. Bit confused. What to do of what? More manipulation. So now to make him butter up his manipulation, he's given his testimonies of people he's reached out to him. Reached out to him about what? Specifically what? And then he said someone was healed from the cancer of the uterus, or cancer in their body, or some sort of cancer down there of someone's body. Look, he's deviating from the fact that he's being exposed. And then on top of that, how do we have proof that that person was healed from the cancer? Where is the evidence of the person healed from the cancer? Like, too much fake behavior. I don't understand. So my thing is, why is it because she's no longer in the actual live, right, that you have the nerve, you have the audacity, I have to take this off, you have the audacity to now say that, is it better that he should have just told her that she's not from God, that she's not of God, than to have tell her that she's not paying her tithes? Huh? But you said that God told you she's not paying her tithes when she is paying her tithes. So now you're trying to say that you didn't want to tell her that she's actually not from God. Huh? But you said that she's not paying tithes to the right church and the right altar. And she should pay the tithes to the right altar, because if she's not paying the tithes to the right altar, then the tithes are not reaching God. The tithes are reaching man. It's not going to God, it's going to man. Pardon? So why is it because she's left the box that you couldn't tell her that she's not from God. To continue your fakeness, you didn't even have the courage to tell her that she's not from God, apparently. You said that she's not from God. I didn't say that. You said that she's not from God. And then towards the end, when I caught you out on your disgusting behavior, you now said that I am Satan. So, wow. Incredible. Amazing. And even the leaders that he looks, and this is what I was having a conversation about recently with a friend. So I was just saying that, with the situation that's happening and just happened like not long ago, I said, look, he's leaders that he looks up to, right? Let me give you all of this. This is very interesting. He's leaders that he looks up to. His leaders look up to the leaders that I look up to. And then the leaders that I look up to say that I'm very way above them. So I'm a bit confused. So if you're looking towards leaders and they're your inspiration, but meanwhile you can never be like them and you will never be them. And then those leaders are looking towards leaders that I look towards too. So I'm not talking about leaders, just people within church, or my general like leaders. And I'm saying this in all meekness, or whatever you want to call this, in all extra meekness. He calling me wicked names, right? It's all part of his cover up of him being false. If you want to be a prophet so badly, right, you can't. I'm sorry, you can't desire to be a prophet, because if you desire to be a prophet, you will become a fake prophet. And so he's desiring to be a prophet, and he's under the mask of a pastor and under the mask of saying that he's an apostle. Excuse me, you can't be someone that's so arrogant and be a true person. I'm being serious. Any human being that is actually arrogant, because I've met an arrogant person before. I remember them, they ate their words, apologized, reaching out to me for the past few years, and kept reaching out because they're being apologetic for their wickedness that they've done towards me and said towards me. But I've been told never to talk to them ever again. There's just some people, they want to run you crazy. This is why I have a mental health coaching service, and this is why I have a life coaching service, and this is why I do these services. I do this for people, usually for free. And like with him, I'm sure he's asking the lady that he's manipulated for some sort of money, because he's saying that she's not giving her tithes because God said she's not dedicate her business. God said that she's not giving her tithe. God said that she's not married, but all of this, she is married, she is giving her tithe, she has dedicated her business. So what is it? What is it? What is it with all these false prophets? I'm tired. They all need to be closed down. All of them. All the false prophets, all false prophets, false teachers, false apostles, false bishops, false evangelists, every false. They need to close. They will close. I will make sure that they close. I don't care. They will close. I don't care. They will close. Mark my words. They will close. Him, his ministry, his church, and any other religious fakeness like him, whether it's a fake synagogue, it's a fake temple, it's a fake what's that thing called that people go to, a fake mosque, if it's a fake, every single thing, every fake false religious institution must go down. Mark my words. It's just getting started. It's just getting started. And I'm not for anyone who wants to manipulate me or anyone, even if I don't know you, because it can affect your soul. And we're not talking about soul as in like, oh, heaven or hell soul. We're talking about soul on earth. Your soul can become affected because of people like that. People like that will affect you on earth more. We're talking about more on earth. They'll affect you. They will make you have a breakdown. They will make you run mad. They will make you run crazy. That you won't even reach time to see no light when you knock on the ground. Because there's every single person has to leave one day. Everybody has to go one day. But when people are hoping to go to the promised place they want to go to, some people just can't go there because people like him, whether he's Nelson or Okosun, even if that's his, I don't even know if that's his real name. Because some people these days, they're so fake. They're so fake. Whether the Okosun is his actual surname, only I don't know. So disrespectful. I'm never, ever, I'm telling you, when they say people, there's fire on someone's mountain, your fire is fake. And most of the people's fires are fake. Fake! What kind of fire is that? What nonsense. It's just too much fakeness. Hopefully he sees this and just comes to the reality that what he thinks he knows, he doesn't really know. What he thinks he's sharing to people, he doesn't really know that he's sharing falsehood. False teaching, false preaching, false prophecy, false. I went through the whole Tikt0k. And then I was like, I need him to confirm something. Maybe I might, it's not sure. I might not, because let's just see whether he's real. I've come on and he's saying that he's not false. Randomly. There's so many people that are actually very false. And they could be a little bit accurate, which is 70%. But if you, with someone that come near me, because I have a mantle of truth over my head, and you come near me and I tell you about yourself and you run away from me because you're scared, he's the false one. Because I personally am someone who would have just preferred to be working in the industry I was working in before. And not now lay down my entire time to assist people in 3 areas. And you're talking about coaching, mentoring. Coaching and mentoring. And the way I intercede and the way I fuss with people, this man's coming to tell me that I'm Satan. Oh no, Nelson Okosun. Your ministry's gonna not stand. I'm sorry, it's not standing. I think it's not even standing anyways. That's why you have to have a full-time ministry on Tikt0k. Because I don't think it's even standing even in physical world. Let alone even going. I haven't mentioned this is going on YouTube. Definitely someone say that I'm a Satan or something. No, I'm not. At this point, I'm actually agnostic, or because of people like you. I've met people like you. You're very wicked, evil. They say evil things, wicked things. The next few years, 1 year later, 3-4 months later, they're reaching out to me saying they're sorry. No! Because you want to affect me. If you affect someone that much, you don't want me to have a peaceful time in going to an afterlife, if there's an actual afterlife like the one you're mentioning. Because the one you're mentioning are for people like you, false prophets and false teachers and false apostles and falsehood. They go to the place that you said that apparently Satan, because I'm Satan. So they will go, the people that are following you will go to the places that actual Satan, aka Yahweh, aka Lucifer, is there. Because Lucifer is just a position, but Satan is actually the one that is taking people there, and not a human being. But if a human being is, it's people like you. People like you, because you're being fake, you're being false, you're being arrogant, you're being like malicious, you're being like, what is going on? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyways, I'm gonna now post this.